Hi. Yes. Yeah.
So, okay. Hi.
Hello.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi.
Okay,
Okay.
wonderful.
Okay, hello everybody. This is Michael from the IELTS Grind. Just double checking to make sure that the mics are working. So if you guys hear me in the live stream, please let me know that you hear me. And I'm also just making sure that this is shareable for everyone. Okay, so you guys should be able to access and see today's document and jump on in and say hello. Just to go over this quickly of today's schedule, we spent the first 10 minutes letting everyone set up their Discord. There is a link down here. If you guys just click it, it will open up Discord for you. It's completely free. I do recommend that you guys create an account first. It does seem to help make sure that you don't have any problems with your microphone. But yeah, just jump on in. You guys will be able to click on the chat rooms on the left and be able to just jump in, just like Raghav has over here, Chong, Vantran, and Will. Yeah, nice. And of course, I will make sure that your mic and everything is working as well. Yeah, also we have today's document, which you guys can find here, and our full schedule here for the month of August. And if you guys want to work on your vocabulary, you can see our live stream from last time. That's this third link over here. And it's all about the vocab for how to talk about art. And from here, you guys can also see the document we used to make sure that you guys have the best sentence frames available. Okay, so we're going to do pronunciation practice. I don't want to spend more than 10 minutes on this. I don't think it's very popular. It's useful, but it's not popular. Then we're going to do some brainstorming questions, talk about how to improve on your own, and then we will spend most of the class with you guys talking. One other thing that I want to say is that I plan on mixing people up. I think last time I had people stuck with the same partner for way too long. So I'm going to say every 15 minutes, I'm going to change partners so that you always have someone new to talk to. Of course, if you prefer to only talk to girls or only talk to guys, that will limit you a little bit. But I totally understand if you're not comfortable. So yes, I will try to be mixing up who's talking with who when we get to this part. Okay, I see people saying that they can hear me. Just one last thing while you guys are here. Please make sure that you guys are watching live. This is a class. So it is best if you are able to do it live. When you guys are in Discord, I recommend that you mute the live stream. But if you guys are too shy to join Discord, that's okay. Unmute it for yourselves. Finally, if you like what you see, press the like button, share it with your friends. Me and Phil are trying really hard to grow this channel. And so the more the merrier. So without further ado, let's jump into this. Also, sorry, one last thing, just a reminder for any new people. This is a speaking class where you guys are going to practice speaking with each other. I will be secretly listening into your conversations and making notes and helping give you some corrections, but I do not give it a score. I will not give a score at all. If you guys want to know your speaking score or an approximation of your speaking score, I recommend that you come on Friday and say hi to Phil. Phil does a mock exam and he can give you guys some feedback of about what score you should be. Okay. One last thing, if you are on mobile, sometimes it is blurry. We are still trying to fix that. If you are watching on your desktop, there will be no problems. Either way, you guys can always click the link down here to see the document and follow along this way if the live stream is a little bit blurry for you. Okay, let's get started with some pronunciation practice. So first thing I want to ask, does anyone have a sentence that they want to share? When I teach my normal classes, this is one thing that I do. I make sure my students are watching TV shows every day, and I make sure that they find an interesting or useful sentence that they want to practice with their pronunciation and shadow or follow or listen and repeat the sentence based from the TV show. So does anyone have a sentence that they heard from a TV show or even from a book that you guys would like to share? Just let me know in chat. Oh, Chong has one. Excellent, man. Chong, you are ready. So let me put Chong's sentence here. And I'm going to put it at near the bottom because it is a bit of a tougher one. Thank you so much, Chong, for putting this in. And Chong's sentence. This makes me super happy. Thank you so much, Chong. We will be practicing this as well. Okay, so these are the sentences that we have today. Again, we're not doing too many because I think that while this is useful, it's not very popular. So we're still going to keep this segment, but we aren't going to spend way too much time on it. I will give you guys a minute to look over these and try to think about where the stress is. Okay. And Van Tran says, can you recommend some TV shows? You know what? After the pronunciation section, recommended TV shows. I have a ton of TV shows that I can recommend based on what you like. So after we're done with pronunciation, I will spend about 5 minutes just telling you some TV shows you may want to watch. So if you guys would please look at these 4 sentences, the 3 that I have, and Da Vinci. Okay. So the 3 that I have, and then Chang's sentence, and you guys need to try to find out where the stress is. Again, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to a minute. Look through it. Where do you which words do you think are stressed? And then we will go over it together. Just in case there's any new people here who don't know what stress is, I do have a section of this document that goes into it. So while everyone else is working, you guys can see that down here. The 6 steps to improve your pronunciation. I have a feeling this is what Chong did, which is fantastic. This is how you can improve your pronunciation on your own. And then, okay, it looks like I accidentally deleted it. Okay, so English is a time-stress language. What that means, or stress time language, what that means is how long it takes to say a sentence is based on how many stress syllables there are. So let's do this first one together and see if you guys were right. Okay. And by the way, I did hear someone come in. Raghav, I can hear you fine. So if you could please go to the welcome free chat section, that would be great. This, right now, the mic check is just to make sure your mics are working. Okay. So, I've been to a ton of art galleries. In this sentence, what are the stressed words? What are the stressed syllables? Anybody know? Ton. Nice. Okay, for sure. Any other? Been is probably not stress. I've been to a ton of art galleries. You know what? It actually does sound stressed here. Give me a second. I'm gonna check with an expert. Hey, I've been to a ton of art galleries. Is been stressed or unstressed? I've been to a ton of art galleries. I've been to a ton of art galleries. No. Okay. All right. I was right. Been is not stressed. It is a function word here. It doesn't really have meaning, so it won't be stressed. That's one of the reasons I chose this sentence, is because you have 1, 2, 3, 4 unstressed syllables. Okay. And then, of course, art and galleries are both stressed. So I hope you guys got them right. And again, you guys can see this document in the live stream, just the second link right here. Okay, so let's say this together. I've been to a ton of art galleries. And Zawil, you nailed it. Nice. By the way, Zawil, I hope that I see you in Discord. I hope you jump on over. Okay, I've been to a ton of art galleries. Okay, so again, you guys should try to listen and say with me just to practice this. If you guys don't practice, you guys won't improve your pronunciation. So, let's do this together. I've been to a ton of art galleries.
And
I've been to a ton of art galleries. All
been
right.
to
There's
an-
one more thing that I want to teach.
I've been to an art gallery.
Raghav, I heard you. Fantastic. But right now we are just doing it as a drill for everyone together. So I'm going to move you into the welcome free chat. And if you don't mind muting your mic just for a second while we continue the basic practice. I will be helping and correcting you guys after we drill them together. Okay. Welcome free chat. All right. So one last thing that I want to teach here is that one important part of pronunciation that is higher level, and so a lot of students don't get to this point in their classes, is that we can use stress to change the meanings of sentences, not change the meaning, to change the focus or the emphasis. So listen to these two. I've been to a ton of art galleries. 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 The second one, I'm really saying that there were just so many that I went to. This is something that they will look at when in regards to your pronunciation. This is a standard feature of English, and you need to be able to do this on your own if you want a really high score. This is like above a 7, or a 7 or above. Okay. Next up, I see some people already putting their stuff here. So let me say it for you guys, so you guys can check your answers. Van Tran, it looks like you're on fire. So, seeing new art exhibitions is one of my favorite things to do. Seeing new art exhibitions is one of my favorite things to do. Seeing new art exhibitions is one of my favorite things to do. So, what are the stressed words here? We have some people saying art exhibitions, which is correct. Seeing new art exhibitions. I think seeing is stressed. What else do you guys say? Please let me know in chat. In the YouTube chat, if you guys don't mind. Seeing new art exhibitions is one of my favorite things to do. Favorite things to do. To do. I don't think do is stressed. I don't think do is stressed. It's a function word. It probably won't be stressed. Is one of my favorite things to do. Okay. Nice. Excellent job, Chang. All right. So let's practice this just 3 times. So please listen and say with me. Seeing new art exhibitions. Seeing new art exhibitions. Seeing new art exhibitions is one of my favorite things to do. Seeing new art exhibitions is one of my favorite things to do. All right, let's move on to the third one. So, if we look here, it's pretty long. It's 2 sentences. Again, can you guys tell me what are the stressed words? What are the stressed syllables? Let me know in the YouTube chat. So really don't. Don't probably isn't stressed unless you're changing the emphasis. Just to give you an example, I really don't have a favorite artist. This is normal. This is how we would normally say it. I really don't have a favorite artist. I really don't have a favorite artist. So you can stress this, but when you do, you're changing the meaning. If you say, I really don't have a favorite artist, what you're saying, you're like having an argument. So your friend says, that's impossible. Everyone has a favorite artist. And then you reply, you say, I really don't have a favorite artist. And again, this is higher level pronunciation. So this is something easy to learn, but it's something that you need to get used to using on your own. So I really don't have a favorite artist. This is, again, it's only in a certain situation, so we're not going to practice it that way. So really, okay, I can see that. Don't have a favorite and artist. Nice. And how about the next one? Oh, it's so long. Never. I've never really. Yep. Never for sure. Nice. I've never really been into it. I've never really been into it. Again, oh, I've never really been into it. Into is not stressed. I wouldn't say that. I've never really. Really would also be stressed. I've never really been into it. And so I don't really know any artists. And so I really don't know any artists. Oh man, so many stressed, unstressed. This is gonna be so annoying. Outside, yes. Artists outside of famous ones. Famous ones? Like Van Gogh, it's a name, so of course, and Da Vinci. Okay, nice. Time for a little bit of pronunciation practice. Please listen and say with me, and then afterwards we'll do Cheng sentence, and then I will listen to a couple of you guys and give you that juicy, juicy pronunciation feedback. Okay. I really don't have a favorite artist. I really don't have a favorite artist. I've never really been into it. And so I really don't know any artists outside of famous ones. Like Van Gogh or Da Vinci. Like Van Gogh and Da Vinci. Okay, let's see if you can do the whole thing. I know it's tough, but I believe in you guys. Okay, I really don't have a favorite artist. I've never really been into it, and so I really don't have any. Yeah, this is hard even for me, and I'm reading it. I'm sorry. 1 second, guys. I really don't have a favorite artist. I've never really been into it, and so I really don't know any artists outside of famous ones like Van Gogh and Da Vinci. Number 2. I really don't have a favorite artist. I've never really been into it, and so I don't know any artists outside of famous ones like Van Gogh and Da Vinci. I really don't have a favorite artist. I've never really been into it, and so I really don't know any artists outside of famous ones like Van Gogh and Da Vinci. Whoa. Let's see if our high-level watchers and Discord speakers are going to be able to do that one. It's long and difficult, but I believe in you guys. But there's one thing that I want to point out before we move on to Cheng's beautiful sentence. Right here, this is probably answering a question. Do you have a favorite artist? And these questions all came from the ones that you guys came up with last time, which is in our vocab sheet from last time. But I want you to tell me, does this answer this question directly? Is this a good answer to this question? Can you guys let me know in chat while I get some water? Is this a good answer to this question? What do you guys think? Van Tran says yes. Anybody else? It looks like Van Tran is the only brave one. Van Tran, thank you so much for being brave and putting an answer here. I've got some bad news. The first part does. Do you have a favorite artist? I really don't have a favorite artist. This is perfect. It directly answers the question. However, there's something missing. I know you guys look at this long sentence and you say, this is connected to art. This is a good detail. But you guys need to always remember something. English speakers, English listeners, English readers are stupid. If you don't say a connection, there is no connection. We need to add one more sentence in order to connect this detail directly to the answer. Right now, there's not a direct connection. What I'm talking about here doesn't really answer, do you have a favorite artist? We need to add one more sentence that makes it fit. I'm going to write it now, just to be quick, but if anyone else wants to try to finish writing before I do, good luck. You can leave it in chat. So, I really don't have a favorite artist. I've never really been into it, and so I really don't know any artists outside of famous ones like Van Gogh and Da Vinci. Of course, I haven't actually seen their work, so I can't tell you if I like it or not. This sentence right here is extremely important for closing the idea, for making that connection finish. This is about favorite artists, and you're saying ones that you know, so it sounds like these could be your favorite artists, which is a bad connection. But, so we need to add one more sentence to make it clear, I don't know anything about these artists. I know their name, but I don't know anything else. And so I can't tell you if I like it or not. So I can't have a favorite artist. So that's one other way that you could have answered it. So Chang, good try. However, I do know some famous ones, like Van Gogh and Da Vinci. This is not bad, it's just not connected. The sentence is good, we just need to add another sentence that makes sure that the connection happens to favorite artists. So, I don't really know any artists outside of famous ones like Van Gogh and Da Vinci. And as I haven't seen their work, and as I haven't actually seen their work, I don't have a favorite artist. So, instead of this sentence, you guys could say this sentence. This is the other option. Sorry guys, just 1 second for some quick formatting. So say, or say, the main thing is you would need to add one of these two sentences to make sure that it directly connects. Okay. Alright guys, nice. Let's move down to Chang's and then I will give you some feedback on your own pronunciation. So, Chang's sentence, whether he's right or not, I couldn't be prouder to back him because he sticks to his gut and he fights for what he thinks is right. This is a beautiful sentence, but I can totally understand why you hate it. There are so many unstressed words. So, whether he's right or not. So, whether he's right or not, I couldn't be prouder to back him. And back here is stressed because it is a verb. It can be a verb. If you're a Chinese speaker, please be careful when you learn this, because when it's a preposition, it's not a verb. I know a lot of, in Chinese, back is a verb, and so many Chinese speakers make error where they try to use it as a verb in English. And I always say, no, don't do that. It's not a verb. But in this situation, it is a verb. So I couldn't be prouder to back him because he sticks to his guts. He sticks to his gut and he fights for what he thinks is right. Oh man, Chang, you're so mean to everybody else here. Okay, so just like before, really fast, just 3 times, I will say, and then you say. Let's practice this together. I'm going to back channel it to make it easier for you guys. I think if we start from the beginning, it will be too hard. So we're going to start from the back and then work our way to say the whole thing. What he thinks is right. What he thinks is right. And he fights for what he thinks is right. And he fights for what he thinks is right. Because he sticks to his gut. Because he sticks to his gut. Because he sticks to his gut and he fights for what he thinks is right. Because he sticks to his gut and he fights for what he thinks is right. I couldn't be prouder to back him. I couldn't be prouder to back him. I couldn't be prouder to back him because he sticks to his gut and he fights for what he thinks is right. Okay, let's see if we can do the whole thing. Oh geez, it's tough. Whether he's right or not, I couldn't be prouder to back him because he sticks to his gut and he fights for what he thinks is right. Whether he's right or not, I couldn't be prouder to back him because he sticks to his gut and he fights for what he thinks is right. Oh man, so tough. Okay, so for the next trick, we are going to go over these sentences. I'm going to ask everyone who's in Discord just to say one, and I'll give you a little bit of feedback based on how you did. So I'll bring you guys in one by one to say hello. Again, if you guys are just joining, we do have a Discord channel up. You guys can see it here. Also, make sure that you guys are watching live and you like it if you like what you see. The Discord channel link is here. You can find the document here. And you can see last Monday's class about the vocabulary here. So, let's bring some people in, yeah? We will start with ABICI. Welcome. I'll bring you to the mic check room. Hello, ABICI. Can you say hello so I can make sure that people can hear you?
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
Okay, we have confirmation. All right, audio is working fine. ABICI, which one of these terrible, mean sentences do you want to do?
Well, I'd like to do the last one.
You want to do the last one? So brave.
Great.
Okay, ABICI, go ahead. Give it your best shot.
Okay. Whether he's right or not, I could be prouder to back him because he sticks to his gut and he fights for what he thinks is right.
Oh man, I really liked what you did. So if anyone wasn't here last time, I taught everyone a technique where if you say the stressed words a little bit louder, it's a great way to practice getting the rhythm of English down. And Chang, you did a great job with that. There were a few sections that were a little bit choppy, and I think you could smooth it over just by saying it a little bit faster. Do you want to give it a try?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Give it your best shot.
Okay. Whether he's right or not, I couldn't be prouder to back him because he sticks to his gut and he fights for what he thinks is right.
Perfect. Beautiful. You are finished. Excellent job, ABICI.
Thanks.
Okay, I'm going to move you back to welcome free chat. Thanks for doing that. We're going to be chatting together as a group soon.
Okay.
Okay, Raghav, I saw that you snuck into my room. Are you ready?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
Okay,
Hello.
Raghav, which one do you want to try?
The first one.
Oh,
Yes, the
okay,
first one.
okay. All right, give it your best shot.
Okay, sir.
Whenever you're ready, just say the sentence, Raghav.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. I have been to. I'm ready, sir. Can I speak?
Sorry, say one more time.
Can I speak now?
Sorry, can you say that one more time, Raghav?
I have been to a. Now I can speak.
Yeah, this one right here. I've been to a ton of art galleries.
Okay, sir. Can I start, sir? Now?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have been to a ton of art galleries.
Oh,
Seeing new art galleries is one of my favorite things to do.
oh, you put them together. You did two sentences, you cheater. Okay, Raghav. There's two things that I want to point out. The first one is you have a problem that's really common. Do you want to know what you said?
Yes, sir.
You said, I have been. You said, I have
Yes.
been. And if you're writing this out, you're right. You would say, I have been. But you need to remember
Have been.
that English speakers are lazy. We don't want to say the whole word. We love contractions. We love squishing things together. So don't say, I have been. Say, I've.
I've
Perfect.
I've
I've been.
I've been
I've been to
I've been to
a ton of art galleries.
a ton of art galleries.
Okay, say a ton of art galleries a little bit faster. A ton of art galleries.
Okay, sir. A ton of art galleries.
Better. Okay,
A
now
ton,
say
ton of art galleries.
yes. I've been to a ton of art galleries.
I've been to a ton of art galleries.
Better. Okay, so this is fixing the baseline problem. To help you a little bit with the accent, Phil always says that it comes down to the vowels. What score do you need, Raghav?
7 plus.
7+. Okay, so you can have an accent on the IELTS exam and still get a pretty high score. Like I said, I'm not going to give out any scores, but this is just basic information. You can have an accent and still get a high score. The closer you get to a neutral accent, the easier it will be to get those really high scores if you're aiming for something as high as an 8 or a 9. I think your accent is probably okay. All right, can you say the whole thing for me one more time, fast and smooth?
I've been to a ton of art galleries.
Okay. The first part, I recommend you practice saying a few more times. Luckily, this is a YouTube live stream, which means that you can go back in time and listen and say with me as many times as you want. You are improving, though. Great job, Raghav.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Raghav, I'm going to move you back to the free chat room. And Van Tran, you sneaky person. I see you sneak in just like Raghav did. Van Tran, which one would you like to do?
Hi.
Hi.
The last one.
You want to do the last one. You want to do Chang's. Oh, man. So brave. Okay. Give it a shot.
Whether he's right or not, I couldn't be prouder to back him because she sticks to that and he fights for what he thinks is right.
Okay. So the rhythm of your sentence was good, but it could be better. It's not as smooth as it could be. Can you say the whole thing again a little faster?
Whether he's right or not, I couldn't be prouder
Okay.
to back him
Let's
because
break
she
it into
sticks
pieces.
to that.
Are you ready? Whether
Yes.
he's right or not.
Whether he's right or not.
Perfect. Whether he's right or not, I couldn't be prouder to back him.
I couldn't be prouder to back him.
Good, better. Whether he's right or not, I couldn't be prouder to back him.
Whether he's right or not, I couldn't be prouder to back him.
Okay, this is better. So the problem that you were having, Van Tran, was that you weren't chunking correctly. In English pronunciation, we say a chunk of text at the same time, in the same breath. If anyone was here last speaking class, Sarah was saying that she couldn't breathe. There were too many words that she needed to say and she couldn't breathe. We breathe between the chunks. So whether he's right or not, I couldn't be prouder to back him.
Whether he's right or not, I couldn't be prouder to back him.
Perfect. Okay, this is what you need to practice doing, making sure that you say the whole chunk at the same time. Okay, Van Tran, that's great. Again, just like I told Raghav, this is a YouTube live stream, so afterwards you can go back and practice this whole thing again. Great job.
Yeah, thanks, sir.
Yeah, no problem. And I know that I'm going a little bit fast, guys, but I saw more people enter the Discord, which makes me very happy. But it also means that we need to go through this quickly. So next up, I will do Will, and then Jalen, and then Sarah, and then Yolanda, and we will move on. Okay, hello, Will. Are you there? Oh, no. Did Will die? Hello, Will. Can you hear me? Okay. I see that Will is not muted, but I can't hear him. Will, we'll come back to you later. You can try to check your mic in the free chat room. So if you guys could help him out. Oh, Will just entered again. Hello, Will?
Yep, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Perfect.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
what sentence would you like to do?
I think I would choose the Chang sentence. That would be perfect. I think.
Chang, your sentence is so popular. Okay, Will, go
It's
ahead,
what?
give it your best shot.
Okay. Whether he is right or not, I couldn't be prouder to back him because he sticks to his God and he fights for what he thinks is right.
Okay, could you breathe?
Little bit, yeah.
I ask because I'm not gonna lie, it was smooth. It was as smooth as it should have been, which is great. No big accent problems. But very similar to what I just told Van Tran, chunking would make it a little bit better. So say whether he's right or not, I couldn't be prouder to back him because he sticks to his gut and he fights for what he thinks is right. So say it again, but add a little bit of a pause after the comma to separate the chunks.
Okay. Whether he is right or not, I couldn't be prouder to back him because he sticks to his God and he fights for what he thinks is right.
Better. Nice. There was just one more little problem, and that was you didn't say the first chunk smoothly. Other than that, it was really good. Okay, nice.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm going to send you back so that we can get to real speaking in the next 5 minutes, hopefully. Okay, thanks, Will.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, Will, I moved you too fast. Yolanda, you're next, and then Jalen, and then Sarah. Okay, Yolanda, can you go? Hello, okay.
Sir?
Hi, Yolanda, welcome back.
Yes.
Which one would you like to do?
I want to choose
Say again.
the third sentence.
The second sentence?
The third.
The third sentence. The one for
yes,
do you have
the
a
third
favorite
sentence.
artist?
Yes.
Oh
That
man,
was
this is
good.
even more difficult than Chong's sentence. Okay. Good luck.
Yeah. Let me try.
Shoot, whenever you're ready, you can start.
Yeah. I really don't have a favorite artist. I've never really been into it, and so I really don't know any artists outside of famous ones like Van Gogh or Da Vinci.
Okay. Not
Um,
bad. Be careful. There were a few of these where you stress them when they shouldn't have been stressed, like been and into should not be stressed.
Yes.
And then the first sentence, I think you could probably say that a little bit smoother. I really don't have a favorite artist.
I really don't have a favorite artist.
Almost. You ran out of breath at the end. I really don't have a favorite artist.
I really don't have a favorite artist.
Better. Okay. Do you want to try to say the whole thing one more time?
Yes. I really don't have a sorry. I really don't have a favorite artist. I've never really been into it, and so I really don't know any artists outside of famous ones like Van Gogh and Da Vinci.
Okay, not bad. One little thing that you probably missed, you changed never to no. So I've never really been.
I've never really been.
Good. I've never really been into it.
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 Perfect. I've never really been into it.
I've never really been into it.
Perfect. Nice.
Yes.
Okay. And by the way, I want to point this one thing out to everyone who's watching. And Cheng, yes, I will remember you. Sorry, Cheng, especially since you were the one who said the sentence that everyone loves. But before we do that, this is something that I've noticed about Yolanda's speaking that I want to point out to everyone. When you guys practice pronunciation, when you get your pronunciation to be better, you guys will start to make fewer grammar mistakes. You guys will start to make fewer vocabulary mistakes because you will be hearing things correctly. So I pointed out to Yolanda that she changed never to no. And that's because it was more natural for her to say, I've not really been. But I've never really been is what she should say. So after she learns, oh, I've never really been, when she realizes how this sounds, she won't make this mistake again in the future. So Yolanda, you did a great job. I'm going to push you back into the other room.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Okay. All right. Cheng, I see you. We're going to do Jalen and then Sarah and then you last. And I will give you 2 sentences because you were so nice to give us that big one. So Jalen, go ahead. Which one do you want to do?
The same one.
Oh, you want to do you have a favorite artist answer?
Favorite artist, yeah.
Okay, good luck.
I really don't have a favorite artist. I never really been to it, so I really don't know any artist outside of this one, like Van Gogh or Da Vinci.
Okay. Not bad. We need to make it a little bit smoother if we can. And also you had some trouble over here with been into it. So let me get rid of the orange so maybe it's a little clearer. I really don't have a favorite artist.
I really don't have favorite artist.
A favorite artist.
A favorite artist.
Yes. This is something that I noticed when you spoke. Just now you dropped the and also you tried to add the in front of the famous ones. So yes, make sure that you copy it exactly when you're practicing pronunciation. So I really don't have a favorite artist.
I really don't have a favorite artist.
Good, perfect. I've never really been into it.
I never really been to it.
Say one more time.
I never really been to it.
Oh no, you forgot something. Do you know what you forgot?
And have.
Yes. You just threw it away. It's crying in a corner. Yes, this is so it's unstressed, so it's hard to hear. This is why students hate present perfect, because they don't hear it. But you need to say it or the grammar's wrong. So I've never.
I've never.
Okay.
I've never. I've
Good.
never.
I've never really.
I've never.
I've
I've
never really.
Never really.
Okay, better. I've never really been into it.
I've never really been to it.
Ah, okay. I think this is something you need to practice. Yes, outside. I've never really. I've never really. I've never really.
I've never really.
Can you say it 3 times?
I've never really. I've never really. I've never really.
Okay, okay. I recommend that you spend some time practicing this at home, and then next time come to me and say, Teacher Michael, I can say it. Sound
Okay,
good?
next time. Sounds great.
Okay, great. So for anyone else who has a similar problem, let me say it 3 more times so you guys can practice at home. I've never really. I've never really.
Never really.
I've never really.
I've never really.
Better. That was perfect, actually. I've never really been into it. Okay. Thank you so much, Jalen. You were great.
Okay.
I'm going to kick you out now.
Okay.
All right. Next up, I said was Sarah. Sarah, jump on in. Maybe Sarah died. Let me move Sarah to the room. Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
Long time no see. Which one do you want to do?
The same as Jalen.
Sorry, the same as who? As
As
Jalen?
Jalen.
Okay. So I'm gonna make this a little bit tougher for you, Sarah.
Hey.
Okay. You don't only have to say the blue, you also have to choose one of the yellow ones. Because remember, for anyone who's watching, this is a complete idea. This is not a complete idea. So when you guys are practicing at home, make sure you say from here to here. All right, Sarah, so go ahead. Hey, Sarah, do you have a favorite artist?
Actually, I do. Okay. I really don't have a favorite artist. I've never really been into it, and so I really don't know any artists outside of the famous ones like Van Gogh and Da Vinci. And as I actually haven't seen their work, I don't have a favorite artist. Sorry, I
Okay,
was trying
nice.
to
There was 2 things. Number 1, you added the outside of the famous ones. Which,
Ooh.
again, the grammar is correct. And you're the second person to make this mistake. If you say outside of the famous ones, the grammar's right. But outside of famous ones is also right. And when you guys are practicing pronunciation, make sure that you're saying it exactly the same. But
Okay.
outside of that, when you said famous ones like Van Gogh and Da Vinci, this was perfect. When you said this part, it was perfect. I can't fix anything about that. Okay, I'll let you say it one more time, Sarah.
The whole sentence.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Okay. I really don't have a favorite artist. I've never really been into it, and so I really don't know any artists outside of famous ones, like Van Gogh and Da Vinci. And as I actually haven't seen their work, I don't have a favorite artist.
Ding! Perfect. Fantastic. Okay.
Okay,
Sarah?
I can breathe now.
Yeah. Just like last time.
Yeah.
All right, Sarah. That was great. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank
I
you.
can't wait to hear you talk to a partner about something.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to kick you out now. Bye.
Okay.
Okay, Chang. Finally, it's your turn. Let me move you over into my room. Hello? Chang, are you alive? Did you die? Oh no, I think Chang walked away from
yes.
her keyboard.
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly fine. And because
Okay,
you gave me this wonderful sentence that everyone loved to choose, I am going to let you practice 2 sentences, if you would like.
Thank you very much. Yes, I would like to.
Okay. I'm assuming you want to start with your sentence.
Yes, and the next one is the second one.
Okay.
The
Go
favorite
ahead.
artist.
Give it your best shot.
Okay. Okay. Whether he's right or not, I couldn't be prouder to back him because he sticks to his gut and he fights for what he thinks is right.
Okay, sorry. I think my volume was a little bit low. I'm going to ask you to say that one
Okay.
more time.
Okay. Whether he's right or not, I couldn't be prouder to back him because he sticks to his gut and he fights for what he thinks is right.
Really good. My favorite part was the center. You said the center? Perfect. You had a little bit of trouble with weather. And
Weather,
your last chunk, what he thinks is right, was a little bit off. You could say the last chunk a little bit smoother. So whether he's right or not.
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 Don't stress he, stress whether and right.
Whether
Yes.
and right. Okay.
So whether he's
Whether-
right or not.
Whether he's right or not.
Again, your he is a little bit too big. But
Whether-
you can always go back and fix it. And how about that last
Okay.
one? What he thinks is right.
What he thinks is right.
Okay, better.
What he thinks is
And he
right.
fights for what he thinks is right.
And he fight for what he thinks is right.
What he thinks is right.
What he thinks is right.
Good. Okay, can you say the whole thing?
Okay. Whether he's right or not, I couldn't be prouder to back him because he sticks to his gut and he fights for what he thinks is right.
Perfect. Nice. Okay. Going up here to
Okay.
the hard one. Just like I said
Yeah.
to Sarah, you have to
Yeah.
say the whole thing plus a yellow.
Yeah, got it.
All right.
Okay.
Give it your best shot.
Okay. I really don't have a favorite artist. I've never really been into it, and so I really don't know any artists outside of famous ones like Van Gogh and Da Vinci. Of course, I haven't actually seen their work, so I can't tell you if I like it or not.
Okay. Just 2 things that you need to work on. Can't
Mm-hmm.
and been into.
Been into.
I've never really been into it.
I've never really been into it,
Better. Okay. And so I can't tell you.
so I can tell you. So I
Yeah.
can't tell you. So I can't tell you.
Yes. You were having problems. I couldn't hear the T the first time you said it.
Oh.
And so it sounded like
Okay.
you could tell me, but you didn't want to.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Not
Okay.
bad. Really
Okay.
good, actually. This was actually better than the one you gave us.
Thank you very much.
All right. No problem. Thanks again for that sentence, Cheng. I'm going to kick you out now.
Okay.
All right, guys. Fantastic job with pronunciation. It was only supposed to be 20 minutes, but there's so many of you. Thank you for sticking around so long. I'm going to give you guys some recommendations of TV shows, and then we will finally spend the rest of the time actually answering questions. We brainstormed last time during the vocab class, so we don't need to come up with new ones. We're just going to be answering the questions we had from Monday. So, really fast, what I need you guys to do, for me to recommend TV shows to you, I can't just say a TV show, because I don't know what you like. You guys need to tell me what types of shows you like, what genre you like. Do you like action, romance, or what aspects or features of a TV show you like? Do you guys like TV shows where there's handsome guys or beautiful women? Do you like ones where there's bad guys that you can like very easily? Do you guys like broken characters? Do you like TV shows that make you feel happy about yourself? If you tell me in chat what you like, I can tell you some TV shows you can watch. Also, while you guys are typing in chat, let me answer Zawil Williams' question. The word artist here only refers to painters. Could it be writers or singers? Zawil, that's a really good question. It depends. If they give you examples, then obviously it will only be painters, sculptors, maybe photographers. But usually people who draw with pencils, people who paint, people who sketch, or people who make pieces of art. If they don't give you examples, it could be a writer. More often, it might be a singer. So if you ask me who's your favorite artist, the first thing I will think of is a painter or someone who makes a piece of art. So someone who maybe paints a picture or makes a sculpture. The second thing is, if we were talking about the context of music, then I would answer that in terms of a band or a singer who I like. And finally, you could call writers and novelists artists, but that's like the last thing I would think about. So Zawil, that was an awesome question. Okay, Dr. Ali says friends. And for Arman, I actually made sure that I had the updated link already. So you guys are watching right here. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like what you see. To join the Discord, it's just this first link at the bottom. If you click that link, it will bring you to the IELTS Grind. You may need to make an account to use the thing, but you guys can just go in here, log in with your account. It's completely free, and it will bring you right to the page. So right here. The Discord link is the first link in the description. Okay, so yes, Dr. Ali says friends. Someone else said friends too. So Friends is a good TV show. But again, what I want to know is what kinds of shows you like. Okay, so Dr. Ali says he likes Friends. And just to make it easy for Amar, I'm going to copy and paste this Discord link directly into the chat. So you guys can also see it there. Okay, so you like things like Friends. If you like Friends, some other TV shows that you may like is Seinfeld, but that's a little old. Friends is also old. If you want something a little bit newer, there are other shows like How I Met Your Mother. What these are all sitcoms, which is short for situational comedies. Okay. Also, if you want more sitcoms, it's not like Friends, but it's really good. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So, Dr. Ali, thank you so much for saying what type of show you like. How I Met Your Mother is one that I would definitely recommend. Are there any more famous sitcoms? There was another one that was coming out at the same time. Maybe if you like Friends, you would also like The Big Bang Theory. These are all sitcoms, and the great thing about sitcoms is that they're short. They're usually 20-minute episodes, so it's something you can watch really easily. Ooh. Awesome. Funny ones. Okay, if you like funny, if you like comedy, again, I highly recommend Brooklyn Nine-Nine. What's another one? There are actually a lot of really good British comedies. The IT Crowd is funny. I hope that you watch these and agree with me and think that they're funny. Loki. Jalen likes Loki. Okay, so Loki is it's a sci-fi fantasy show. And it's also a Marvel property. It's part of the universe. It's part of the Marvel universe. So if you like that kind of thing, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is one. Arrow. Let's see. Loki. What else would be like Loki? WandaVision. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., WandaVision. If you're looking for more fantasy-like stuff, Legend of the Seeker. Merlin. Merlin's great. Yes. Okay. So Jalen likes Silicon Valley. If you like Silicon Valley, you would probably... there's a bunch of them that came out, but I haven't been watching as much TV as I used to. Like as many sitcoms as I used to. Let's see. This is an old one that's pretty good. This one's called Eureka. Okay, these are great, guys. Silicon Valley is really good. Oh man, a lot of people like Loki. Cheng says, I like the Chaplin movies? Oh man. You like black comedies. Okay, I can recommend black comedies. Okay. And Silicon Valley is really, really good. They had another one like Silicon Valley. Oh my goodness, I just thought of one. If you like Silicon Valley, you might like the humor in Modern Family. That's a good one and an old one. And by old, I mean like 5-7 years. Silicon Valley, Arrested Development is also really funny. Community. I can put this up here as well under sitcoms. Okay. Nice. Alright, guys. So you guys did a great job saying movies that you liked. This is great. For black comedies. Ooh, black comedies. So black comedies are comedies, so it's humor, but it's usually about like things like death. Like funny things about death or terrible situations. There are a lot of really good black comedies, but I can't think of many TV shows. Goodness. You know what? You might like Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. This is really good. There's 2 seasons. Also for black comedy... what was it called? Black Mirror, of course. Black Mirror has some really funny, dark, black comedy things. Okay. So we have... And someone likes Billions. Okay. If you like Billions, you may like finance-centered TV shows. There are a few of them. If you like the actor in Billions, which is a TV show about this guy. What's the name of the actor? Sorry, I really liked him in another TV show. And that's another thing you can do. If you like an actor, just find another TV show that he's in. So the main cast... So he's the attorney, and this is Bobby. Okay, this guy, he's a really good actor. Homeland was good, and there was a lesser-known one that he was in. Okay, if you liked Billions, you would probably also like Homeland. And finally... Crap, what was the one that I liked? I think he was in the TV show Life. There we go. Yep, okay. I hope you guys find these useful. And I also hope that you guys watch some of these TV shows and then maybe meet on Wednesday in the Discord and just chat. If you guys come in on Wednesday and just chat, I will be here too. Okay. So... All right, nice. So next up, we will finally get to the reason you guys are here. By the way, if anyone's new, I recommend you read this part. This is how you can improve your pronunciation and your general listening ability. You watch a fun TV show every day, and here are the 6 steps. If you guys do this, we can talk about it on Wednesday. I will listen to some of your sentences. We can talk about your TV show. Yeah, good luck. But finally, we are here. So I'm going to put you guys into groups. And remember, I'm going to change the groups every 10 minutes. So I'm going to give you a partner, and you and your partner will chat about some of these questions. And then I will give you a new partner, and you guys will chat about them. I will also be listening to you talking to your partner and making notes. And then I will also give you some feedback on grammar mistakes, vocab mistakes, better ways to say sentences as well. Just to make it clear, at the top, above today's schedule, I'm going to have this be student corrections. And then as I make corrections, I will be adding it to the top of the document. But if you guys will remember, go down to part 2 and part 3, part 1 and part 2. Please talk about the part 1 questions first. By the way, please remember that for part 1, on the real exam, they will only ask one follow-up question. 90% of the time, it will be why. Do you like art? Yes. And then, because that's really short, the examiner will go, why? Why do you like art? Oh, I like art because it makes me feel things, unlike everything else in my life. So dark, so bad. What type of art do you like? Oh, I like modern art. That's a really short answer. Don't answer like that. Always give follow-up questions, follow-up information and details. But then the examiner will say, why? So when you are talking to your partners, please make sure you do that. All right, I'm going to move you guys into groups, and then you guys will start chatting together. Yeah, good luck. Remember, you'll only be chatting for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I will change partners. So don't worry too much. Pretend to like your partner. All right, let me start moving you guys into different rooms. All right. Okay. Again, remember, you guys will not be with this partner forever, so please stick around and talk to each other. Okay. Hello, Arman. I'm going to throw you into a room as well. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys, remember, if you're talking on Discord, please mute. I'm going to give you guys the video and start talking with your partner about part 1 questions. And there are so many part 1 questions. So answer any ones that you like, and then I will be listening carefully and taking notes. Again, remember, if anyone has just joined, you guys can feel free to jump on in.
Where shall I go?
Will, I thought I moved you into a room already. Was it an empty room?
Have I?
I'm sorry. I'm going to move you into a room, okay?
Okay.
And same with you, Arman. I'm going to move you into a room. Okay.
So who wanna go first?
I think you can decide by asking one of them a question.
Okay. Okay. AVICI. I just pick you to the first one.
Okay.
What type of art do you like?
Well, I like. Wait, when we're talking about arts, is like paintings and stuff, or
Yes, paintings and sculptures, pieces of art.
Okay, so I'm gonna random one. I might talk about I like sculpture. Yeah, I think so.
And why?
Good job, Sarah.
Because, well,
It's a very obsolete kind of art. I like contemporary art, new art, because
You like
these
contemporary art?
yeah, new art. Yeah, I like new art.
Okay.
Yeah.
So could you give me your who is your favorite artist in contemporary art?
My favorite artist, as I've seen, I don't remember the name, but the one who just draw the portrait of Mona Lisa. He is one of my favorite because I came to know that, learned about it, that it's having that portrait is a solo one, and it's having some lot of it's worth watching it. It's worth.
Okay. You like Mona
Yes.
Lisa? Got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Finish.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Yeah. Can you next?
Okay.
And
Can you hear me?
I finished.
Yes,
how
sir.
about
Yes,
you
I
guys,
can hear you.
instead of one person answering all the questions, how about you guys go back and forth? So after you answer a
Okay.
question, then you ask a question to someone else.
Okay, sir. About the arts only, sir. I have to ask.
Yep, all of this is about art. So you
Art. Okay.
do you see all the questions at near the end of the document?
Yes, sir. I will find, sir. Yeah.
Yes. So any of those questions in part 1 you can do.
Okay.
By the way, you did a great job with your details. Just
Okay.
a small modification of your grammar. I
Okay.
would say I can't remember the artist's name right now, but it was the guy who painted the Mona Lisa. I learned about him
Yeah.
at school. Your details were fine. The way you extended your answer was great. Just a small little grammar thing to fix.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Keep going. By the way,
Thank you.
Arman and Will. Hello. Are you guys there hiding?
Hello.
Okay. I think they're hiding. I think Will is here. I don't know about Arman. So why don't Raghav? Why don't you ask Will the next question, and then Will, you can ask Cheng or Arman if Arman says hi. Okay, keep going. You guys are doing great.
Okay. Okay. Hello, Will. Hello.
Sorry, ABIC, can you hear Yolanda? It's my phone broken.
no, I cannot hear either.
Okay.
Maybe there's something wrong with it. Okay, continue with you.
Okay.
Do you prefer paintings or photographs?
It's hard to choose one actually. I feel that they just totally different things. I like painting because I think it's a way the artists express their feeling or themselves. But photograph like help us to catch the moment. Then I just feel they have different beauty, so it's really hard to pick one.
I think it's long enough. No follow-up.
Yes. That was a good call, ABICI.
Okay. Michael, do we still on part 1? Can we go?
Whoa.
A little bit
You guys are
or-
eager, but there's so many part 1 questions.
Okay.
Are you guys bored of part 1? Oh, so sad.
No, not yet.
No. Okay. So is that my turn?
Yeah. Yolanda, are you speaking? We cannot hear you at all.
Yeah, Yolanda, are you there?
They miss you. We miss you.
You sound like Duolingo.
Okay.
By the way, just a quick question for you guys. Before I disappear again, do you guys mind having partners who are guys?
I don't mind.
Okay.
Who are what?
Male guys?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, awesome. Keep going. Keep working hard.
Okay.
Okay.
I like what kind of art? It's very hard. I like what is it?
Yeah, can you hear me?
A minute. I like realism.
Realism.
Kind of
Oh,
I like a kind of type of art that describe what is really what is reality.
reality. Okay, realism. Nice one. Can you explain why you like this realism?
Could you please say that again?
Why realism? Like,
Why do I like realism?
yeah.
For example, for me, Dostoevsky is my favorite artist, and he's somehow a kind of realist. Describe how he see the people living in Russia at the time, maybe 150 times years ago, and his description is very detailed and very shows a lot of empathy
Okay.
when he's describing. And
Do you find taking children to art galleries beneficial by parents?
Sorry, could you say that again?
Do you ponder or think that taking children to art galleries is beneficial?
Do I agree that children go into gallery, art gallery?
Yeah, children's or students by parents or the institutions is a beneficial or no?
I think it is beneficial, but there is a strict condition that there needs to be a good guider. For example, there is not it needs a good interpretation, or it will be just a fun or just misinterpret. Study for children.
Why?
Okay. Why? Sorry.
So finish. Okay.
No.
No, sorry.
You need to explain yourself, Cheng. Why is it important that there's a
Yeah.
good guide?
What? Oh, okay. Because, for example, if you go to a gallery, you see a toilet on the gallery or a museum, then children will ask you why. Why putting a toilet onto a museum could call it art? Maybe he won't ask these kind of questions, but it somehow need to explain to him that art, it might be not something always relevant to the beauty, and it is something that the artists want to challenge the definition of art.
That's a really good
It's
answer.
too hard.
No, that was
Okay.
really good. High level and good. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Can you ask your active partner? Did we find out if Will was alive, or is he hiding?
No, sir. He was hiding.
Okay. we have a word for that. Lurking.
Lurking, yes, sir.
Lurk. To lurk or lurking.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
So, can you, Cheng, can you ask your active partner one more question, and then I'm going to mix things up.
Okay.
Okay.
If I go to your country, which
Museum or exhibition.
Sorry, would you mind to speak again?
Okay. When was the last time you went to an art museum or exhibition?
Okay.
You
To be
understand?
honest with you, I haven't been any art galleries or museum for a long time. I think the last time is probably like 2 years ago when I was still in Scotland, and I went to a Scotland museum. I think that's the last time, because it's the pandemic and everywhere it's locked down. I'm not able to go anywhere.
Yes. Thank you. Good.
Armin, are you ready to join us?
Yes.
Okay. So can I
Yes.
just ask some question?
Oh, it looks like there's lots
Yes.
of people. So I'm actually sorry to interrupt, but I'm going to be mixing up the groups so that people have different speaking partners. So again, remember this will only be for about 10 minutes, and then we will switch again after that. So let me put everyone into different groups. Okay? One sec.
Okay.
Okay, A, B, C, I. Yolanda will move. Okay.
Hi.
Hi. Say hi to your new partner.
Hi.
So
Okay.
ABCI and Chang, can you guys hear each other?
Yes, I can. I can hear you.
I think they can hear me now too.
Okay, Will, you're alive. We were worried.
I am alive. I had problem with my microphone.
Okay.
What a shame.
Okay. We could.
All right, so go ahead. You guys are
So-
good. Let me make sure that other people are alive too.
Okay. Okay.
I prefer to photography because in
Yeah, hello.
Hi, Raghav. Did I give you a dead
Yes.
partner? Is Yolanda
Yes,
alive or
sir.
dead?
Yes, she's there.
Oh, phew. Yolanda's alive. Okay, great.
Okay.
Remember, guys, you guys only have 10 minutes, and then I will give you guys new partners again. So do your best.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Okay. Have fun, guys.
For the wishes.
Yes, okay.
pictures, photographs, and it is a crazy among the young in the youngers, and so that's why I prefer to photograph rather than the painting.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, good answer. I just want to fix one vocab thing for you. Be careful. Photograph is a noun. Do you know the verb that goes with it?
Photography.
No. Good guess though. You want to try again, or do you want Sarah to give you some help?
Photo is a noun. Yes, I know.
So, do you know the verb that goes with it? The collocation.
Photography. Photography.
Actually, there is no verb for. Well, you can say I like to photograph people, but when you're talking about it as like a hobby, we usually say I prefer to take photos.
Photograph.
Yes. Than paint. So when you said that's why I prefer is perfect and high level, but then make sure you say to take photos rather than paint.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Can you ask Sarah a question? Is Sarah alive?
Yeah.
Oh, phew. Okay. Okay, Armin, please choose.
But Michael, he said he couldn't see the document.
Oh, Armin can't see the document. Okay. Let me
No.
share it again. And I'm going to share it in the Discord, okay?
Yes.
So if you look to general chat,
One time.
okay, I'm going to put it there.
Chat.
You see it?
Yeah. Student conversation.
Okay. And just a reminder, guys, you will only talk with your partner for about 10 minutes, and then I will give you a new partner. So maybe 5 to 8 minutes left.
Okay.
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 Arman, do you see it now?
Yes. Sir.
And then you should go down to, I think it's page... Sarah, do you want to answer part 1 or part 3 questions?
I don't know. He said It was the first time here. I don't want to scare him.
Okay, Armin, you can choose any question that you want from the speaking section. Okay. Good luck, guys. Keep going.
All the place they travel to. Yeah.
Wow, that was a wonderful answers. You give it really,
Thanks.
really detailed answer actually.
Yeah.
I was thinking the
Thanks.
same. I was thinking the same when you said they can learn about culture and also the history. Actually, I agree on that part. I was thinking the same. This kind of answers.
Oh,
I'll have
okay,
to take
I'm
your
gonna
word on
ask
it.
Chang
Unfortunately, I
some.
didn't hear the answer. Okay. So go ahead. Say the next one. Ask someone else the next
Okay.
question.
Okay. Chang, are you usually moved by art?
Usually moved by art.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Are you
Means-
usually moved by art?
Yeah, like when you see art, do you feel
Okay, got
something
it.
different
Thank you.
in like something like that?
Not usually moved by art. It depends what kind of art it presents to me. Yeah.
So if it's painting, are you moved? Are you usually moved?
Painting. Yes, some kind of painting I did move to. But yes. Finish. Sorry.
Sorry, who just answered that? Was that ABCI?
Oh, it's Chang.
Chang.
It was Cheng. Okay. So Cheng, two things to be careful of with your answer.
Okay.
Number one is you dropped your subject. I'm assuming you're a native Chinese speaker, right?
That
Your native language is Chinese?
yes, miss.
Yeah.
My
So
native is Chinese.
in Chinese, you don't always need to say your subject. You don't always need to say I or he or she. But in English, you always need to say it. So it's a really common problem for Chinese speakers. So I'm not
got it.
usually moved by art. It's small, but you always need to say it.
I'm not usually moved by art. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Thank
so
you very much.
I'm not usually moved by art.
I'm
And then
not
your next thing, your detail says it really depends on the kind of art it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit weird to say that answer without adding another detail. Like, I'm not usually moved by
got
art.
it.
It really depends on the kind of art it is.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Got
Well,
it.
are you going to tell me?
Okay, got it.
Yes. And then one last thing. This is for everybody here. Remember, the IELTS examiner will only ever ask you one follow-up question in part one. They will only ever say, why? So I'm not usually moved by art. Oh, why? And then you'll have to answer it that way. So if you're afraid of answering why because you know it's difficult, make sure you have other details so that they don't ask the follow-up question. Okay?
Okay, got it.
Okay,
got
good
it.
job. Keep
Thank
going.
you.
You're doing great.
Okay.
No,
Third is
it's,
here. Yeah.
yes.
Hello. Yes. Hello.
You,
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Next question you can ask.
Okay. Let me see.
Okay.
When was the last time you went to an art museum or
Last time.
exhibition?
Yeah, last time I remember 2 years back, I went to art gallery. It was with my friend, my girlfriend. 2 years back to a famous art gallery in one of the metropolitan city, Delhi. So it was it was one of the memorable date for me because I was on date with my girlfriend and it was my first meeting. So she was preparing for some civil exam, administrative exam. So as these art galleries are beneficial for their exam purpose, as I was not into it going for art gallery, but she insisted me and took me there. And after visiting that art gallery, having so many diverse, it was all about the diverse culture of my country. With more than 30 cultures were given, some kind of dummies were made, and there was eating preparation also there. So we had lunch there. So I had a whale of a time over there with my girlfriend.
Okay. That's a
Yes.
really good
Yes.
answer. One thing that I will tell you now is that
Yes, sir.
that's a great answer as part of a conversation, which is what we're doing. We're practicing just talking to each other, so it's great. If you answered this on the real exam, that was very, very long. So I would probably only say like the first 3 details if it was for the test, but for just practicing
sir.
speaking, it was great.
Okay.
There's only one thing that I would do. Your vocab, your
Yes.
grammar was great, but for your pronunciation in the beginning, you said it a little bit too fast. You need to add a little bit of a pause. You said last time I remember it was 2 years back. That sounds like it's one idea, and that would mean that the grammar is wrong. But if you add a pause, last time, I remember it was 2 years back. Now it's okay.
Okay.
You see the difference?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Nice. Okay, I'm going to
Yes.
start switching partners again. So say
Okay.
goodbye as I move everyone around.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye,
sir.
bye, Yolanda.
Dog groomer might be the good chance to get close to the animals.
Sorry to interrupt, guys. I am going to start switching partners. So say goodbye. Yeah.
Hi.
Bye bye.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. I'm going to start switching partners now. So say goodbye.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys.
Okay.
What?
Meet
You guys
each
already
other
talked
again.
together, didn't you?
Hi.
You guys already chatted, right?
Yeah.
Ah, darn it.
Which is nice. So for your information, maybe I can talk to Armin or Yolanda. I haven't talked.
Okay,
Or
I'm going to
Yeah.
move you to that
I
group.
haven't talked to them.
Okay.
Sarah,
Hi, Sarah.
did you talk to Chang yet?
Last week.
Oh, last week. Okay, so say hi again.
Hi.
Okay, okay.
Sing the
Yeah,
I'm-
sorry.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm from Indonesia actually, but
Indonesia,
right now
okay.
I'm living in Turkey. So I have
Okay.
a question
Yeah.
for you,
Yeah.
and it will be, if I visit your country, do you have any museum or arts
Yeah,
galleries
there are-
that you recommend for us to visit?
Yeah, there are heterogeneous and multifarious art galleries or museums in the country because it's second most populous country in India. So as far as I can give, you can search and you can find a lot of them. But famous ones are there in my capital city, Delhi. So I can suggest to you this one as a whole, this city where you can visit.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, wonderful.
So
Do you
there's not
think
one
that
specific one that you would recommend?
Yeah, sir. One of the famous one just came told me yesterday because Phil sir asked me yesterday also same question. This is Sir Roderick's art gallery in Nagar. It is situated in Himachal province, and it was made by a Russian artist in starting of the 19th century.
Okay.
So this is the one of the most famous. It's internationally recognized art gallery that came to my mind. Yeah.
Nice.
wonderful.
And it is one of the famous place for all the people of around the world. They come to this place, and for the diverse culture there. It is one
Okay.
of the.
Can you shoot
This
Will
place.
a question now, Raghav?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Yes. Yes. Hello. Yeah, Will. Can I ask?
Yeah. Yes, sure.
Do you have a favorite artist?
Actually, I have lots of favorite artists, but I think I would pick one. It is J.K. Rowling. She is a well-known novelist, as you might also know her. She wrote Harry Potter novels, and nowadays it is very popular among teenagers and also older people, because I think her work is a masterpiece. She brings the magic into the reality, and everyone loves her work because Harry Potter is something like everyone's imagination, and when they see the movie, for example, they kind of feel they are in that situation. And in my opinion, she has been my favorite one.
Okay. Can I ask another one, sir?
Yeah, sure. Like one or two.
Do you like art?
Art, like we have what's that? What's the? Let me think about contemporary art gallery in the city center. I think a lot of art students will go there to seeking some like inspiration or something. Or you can even see we have a lot of installation art around our city. So I think they just have too many different kind of art around me in my city, in my country. I think they all popular.
Okay.
Oh, I feel I'm so struggle.
Okay, I got it. So, which kind
sorry
of
to
art?
interrupt.
Yeah.
Sarah.
Okay.
I know
It's
this
you
is not.
again.
Yeah, I snuck inside. Ha ha ha. There was one thing that I want to point out. It's not actually part of your answer. It was the comment that you made. Oh, I feel I'm so struggle. Do you know how to fix that?
I feel I'm struggling.
Ooh, much better. I would, yeah, that would fix it. If you wanted to keep the same thing in the beginning, I would say, oh, I feel like I was really struggling.
Ah, okay. I was really struggling.
Yes. Oh, I feel like I was really struggling. Oh, what's wrong
Can
with
I
me?
say that in my real text?
I'm going.
No.
It's not. I mean, the examiner isn't going to be able to respond to you.
Yeah,
I know. But there's nothing. There's nothing wrong with you saying that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I also saw Jalen secretly come in, but then he disappeared again. I think we scared him away.
Oh, no.
Okay, if you guys want, please move on to part 3, the difficult ones.
But
Okay.
we were in part 3 already.
Oh, okay. You guys are ahead of the curve. I like it.
Sorry.
I just
Yeah.
making up ideas. It's very tough topic for me, arts.
Hey
Yeah,
guys,
sometimes.
sorry
Yes.
to interrupt. I just want to recommend that you guys move on to part 3 questions now if you haven't already.
We
Okay,
just
sir.
did, sir.
Okay.
We did, sir.
And that's why
Just
I
did.
hear
Yeah.
the complaining.
No, sir. He asked me, what is the difference between arts now and previously? Has it changed?
Oh,
He asked me. Yeah, Will asked. It was a tough one, sir.
that sounds like a lot of fun.
Sure, we did.
Okay. Nice. Okay, keep going. You guys are doing great.
Yeah.
The experience of making decision and choice in the course of creating art creators carries on to life. So yes, so I think a person have a I think art requires a person to have a good imagination. Yes.
So, okay. So by stating it, do you mean that people without imagination cannot make or produce art?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Art make a person can have a good imagination.
Okay, Yolanda, you're answering the question a little bit backwards. ABCI's question is, can
yes.
people who don't have a good imagination make art? So, for example,
Okay.
if I don't have an imagination, can I still make art?
Yes, yes. I got it. Yes.
Mm.
Yes, of course. I think maybe the persons who have a good imagination can make art, impressive art, impressive art. Then can be easier to make impressive art than those who don't have a image.
Okay. By the way, Yolanda, one thing that I want you to work on is your pronunciation for imagination. Can you say it with me? Imagination. Hi, Yolanda? I think Yolanda is having some connection problems. So, ABCI, I'm going to ask you the same question. Are you ready, ABCI? Hello? So, I don't hear anything from ABCI right now, so I'll go to Arman. Arman, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to ask you the same question. Do you need a good imagination to do art?
Definitely. According to me, art requires a person to have a good imagination. If a person who do not have a good imagination or who have not power to think the art that the person could not make the good art or a good or a great art. So that's why, according to me, arts require a person to have a good imagination.
Okay. Good direct answer. Okay. Nice. Arman, can you ask ABCI a question? Part 3.
Okay. Hello. My question is, what benefits can people get from painting as a hobby?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay. In my opinion, people can have a lot of benefits from a lot of benefits from painting as a hobby because of these following reasons. First, they can learn to like activate reactivate their imagination, which they lost since they grow up. And secondly, maybe some painters, even amateur painters, can like practice patience, and I think it is a skill that everybody needs in this 21st century. Yeah.
Okay. Be careful of your grammar a little bit, ABCI. So you did use a relative clause, which they lose since they grew up. But the grammar in there, the tense, their imagination, which they probably lost after they grew up.
Oh yeah.
Yes, so past tense. I know everybody hates past tense, but the content of your answer was really good. By the way, for Yolanda and Arman, I want to point out something that ABCI did really well. She didn't have an answer right away, so she started to just say things connected to the sentence so that she had time to think. This is a really good strategy to use. If you don't know what to say, don't stop talking. Just say some extra filler as you're thinking. A really basic one that you guys can use is, I haven't thought about that. Give me a moment to think about it. And then after you say that, you can take some time to think, and then you can think while you are saying that. But ABCI, that was great. Okay. ABCI, can you ask Armin a question?
Okay. So, Armin, your question is, do you think art is declining?
So tough, so mean.
Yeah, I know, right?
Please you repeat the question. Can you repeat
My
the question?
question is, do you think art is declining? Like, is it like disappearing or? Yeah.
Or getting worse?
Where it is? I can't find that question.
Okay.
It's in the page 16 for your information.
Ah, I see it.
How society has been shaped. Please repeat the question.
Okay. Do you think art is declining?
Okay. Yes, not sure because different people have different passions, and some people have to accept the which have some people which have passion of art, they are used to accepting the art, and the people who do not have their passion according to art toward the art, they usually decline the art, and this is my answer. That's it.
Okay. Armin, for your answer, there's two things that I want to say. First of all,
Yes.
do you know what you said first? So, ABCI asked her question. She said, do you think art is declining? And then you said, yes, not sure.
Yes.
So is it yes or is it not sure?
Not sure, sir. 50-50.
So be careful, because when you say that, it sounds like you don't have an answer because you're giving two answers. So be careful with what you're saying. Second, I want to show you how I would answer the question, just so that you can contrast it with your own. Okay, ABCI, can you ask me the question?
Okay. Do you think that art is declining?
I'm not really sure, because I don't really follow art. I don't know if it's declining or getting better. I really have no idea. Okay, so that's one way to answer the question. ABCI, can you ask me again?
Do you think that art is declining?
Yes, I definitely think it's declining. I think artists today are not as good as artists in the past. In the past, people made very beautiful paintings of real things. Now there are artists who just draw a yellow square on a white paper and they say it's art. That's not art. It's terrible.
Can I ask a follow-up question?
Sure.
Okay, so what about the genres? In painting, there are many genres, and maybe the squares are some kind of genres. How do you what about that?
So I believe that they call it modern art, but this is exactly what I mean. I don't think it's real art. I think it's people just taking advantage of government money and saying they are making art, and it's stupid. By the way, the collocation you want to use, and it just came to me, was school of art. There are many schools of art.
Oh yeah. Many schools of art. Okay.
Like modern, photorealism.
Abstract.
Abstract, yes.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of them. Okay. So, Armin, do you see the difference
sir.
between my two answers and your answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's when you answer this question, there are part 3 questions that ask you for your opinion. Do you agree or do you disagree? So it is okay to say your opinion, as long as that's what the question is asking for. Okay. And Yolanda, I've been ignoring you. Are you still there? Okay. Armin, can you ask Yolanda a question?
Yes, sir. Should visiting museum be paid or free of cost?
Good question.
Oh my god. This is an interesting question. I would say that either visiting visiting museum either be paid or free of cost. I think it is actually I don't know.
So
I think,
if you don't know, Yolanda, it is okay to ask for the examiner to rephrase the question. So
yes.
Can you say that again? So I'll change it. Yolanda, should people have to pay to go to, sorry, Armin, was it museums or art galleries?
You are from me?
Your question to Yolanda, was it about art galleries or museums?
Museums.
Okay, yeah. So Yolanda, should people have to pay for art museums? Should they have to pay to get into art museums? Or should it be free?
Oh, yes. I find the question is really embarrassing. I think that the people who visiting the museums should be paid because the let me see the the galleries they have when you go to the museum, it oh my god, it's a difficult question.
It is.
Okay.
So I do want to help you out,
I-
Yolanda, with your grammar.
Yes.
So you said,
Yes.
I actually like what you were trying to do. You just need to fix your grammar a little bit. So you said, I think
Yeah.
the people who visiting the museum should be paid. Now, there's two
Yes.
grammar mistakes that you made here that are very common. The first one, I like that you were trying to use a relative clause, but you did make a mistake. I think people who visit is okay. I think people
Yes.
visiting is okay. I think people
Yes.
who visiting
Yes, I got it.
is not okay. So it's good that you were trying,
Yes.
but make sure you have the right words there. Also, the second mistake made me laugh. It's very funny. What you said was, I think the people who visit museums should be paid. Do you know what that means?
Oh my god.
It means, so you use the passive voice. You think that the people who visit the museum should be paid. That means that
Yes,
if you go
yes,
to
I
a
know
museum,
it.
the,
I got it.
the museum
Yes.
pays you.
Yes.
So I agree, Yolanda.
Yes.
I would love it if that was
Yes.
the rule.
Yes.
I go to museums and they pay me to
got
come.
it.
Uh,
No, I got it. But yes, I find the question is difficult for me. So
That's perfectly fine. That's why you're here, right? If you had perfect English, you would not be here in this speaking class. So you're in the right place. To give you a higher level answer, so I just took your
Yes.
answer and I changed the vocab and grammar a little bit. Okay, you should say,
Yes.
I think the people who visit the museums should pay because it
Yes.
costs money to run a museum. It costs money to run a museum. The money has to come from somewhere. So it costs money to run a museum is a really good sentence frame that I recommend that you learn. So you can change it to be about different things. It costs money to run a store. It costs money to run a company. Useful sentence to learn.
Yes.
Okay, Yolanda, great job. Like I said, I took your ideas and I just made the grammar and vocab a little better. So you had great ideas. Just keep working on grammar and vocab. Because this was
Yes.
such a difficult question, Arman, I'm going to ask you the same one.
Okay.
Arman, do you think do you think that museums should cost money or should they be free of charge?
According to me, museum should be free of cost because some people are misers and they do not spend money on seeing the paintings in the museum, and so that's why they do not see the work mean hard workings of the painters. So that's why, according to me, museums should be free of cost. Yes.
Okay. One little grammar thing to fix. So you said some people are misers and they don't pay money to see art in the museum. You should change it to some people are misers and they don't want to pay money. But there's another mistake that we need to talk about with your answer. So miser is a high level word. So good job trying to use high level words, Arman. But my question to you is it a positive word or a negative word? Do you know?
Misers.
Yes. Is it a positive
It's
or negative? Yeah, it's negative.
negative. Okay.
So when you said some people are misers and they don't want to pay money to see art in the museum, that's not a good supporting detail for why museums should be free. Like, if it's a miser, I don't care about the miser. If the miser doesn't go see the art, I don't care. He's a miser. To give you some vocab to change it, you could say miser. You could change that to a frugal person. So a miser and a frugal person have very similar meanings, but miser is negative, frugal is positive. So they have the same meaning. Both people want to save money, but frugal is positive. But the supporting detail is still a little bit weak. The logic connecting it to your answer is a little bit weak. If I was to change it, I would say I believe museums, art museums, should be free so that people who wouldn't be able to pay an entrance fee can still access the art or can still go to the museum. So poor people not being able to go is a good detail. Yes. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Nice. Okay. ABCI, this is such a difficult question. Let's see if you have a answer for it that I will not tear apart like a monster.
Okay. Can you repeat the question?
Okay. Should art museums be free or should they cost money?
Well, in my opinion, museums should, well, I'm gonna pick both of it. Like, I would say that the government should make museum free for the locals and cost some money to the visitors from other cities and travelers.
Oh, yeah. Why?
Because of the following reasons. One, well, the locals should have like free access to it because it by doing this, the government can like boost the number of local people going to the museums to find out about their own culture and history.
Okay.
And secondly, if the visitors, the travelers who come to the city and enter a museum should pay some money to enter a museum because they already pay for the trip that they want to. So if they want to visit a museum, I think that they should pay some money so that the money can go to maybe the redecoration of the museum or some other cleaning jobs. Yeah, so that the museum can work well. That's all.
Okay.
That's all.
I'm changing your last argument. Your first argument was perfect, talking about how it encourages locals to learn about their history. That was great. You did get your point across, where when visitors pay money for the museum, it does fund the museum, but it took you a long time to say that second point. So I'm gonna say that you should change your second point to visitors should pay for the museum because the museum still needs to be paid for, and so it would be best if the tourists do so, since they would be more willing to spend money anyway. Okay. Not bad. Good, thorough answer. All right, guys. You guys did a great job. If you guys want to keep chatting, you can. Actually, I'm going to put everyone into one big group. Okay? So let me move you guys all to one group.
group.
All right.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. You guys are all here.
Hello.
You
Yeah.
guys.
Yep.
You guys did a
Will.
great job chatting with
Will
each other.
haven't been here.
Unfortunately, I am very tired because I had a job before this one that I did for a number of hours before the live stream. But I'm so happy that I could have helped you guys. I hope you guys found this useful. I hope you guys found this helpful. Remember, you don't need me here. You guys have plenty of other people right here in the community who are looking for speaking partners. So after class, here in the general chat, hi at everyone. Plan a meetup for speaking practice. So for everyone here, I recommend that you talk to some of the other people and say, hey, are you free Wednesday at noon Taiwan time? Hey, are you free Thursday at 8 Egypt time, or wherever your hometown is, so that you guys can keep practicing. Also remember, on Wednesday, let's say at 8 o'clock, I will pop in, not for too long. It won't be a live stream, but I will be popping into the Discord to say hi at 8 o'clock Taiwan time, just to say hi and to see if anyone wants to just chat for a little bit. It will be to chat about whatever TV shows you guys end up watching. I gave you guys a bunch of recommendations, and remember, there is a way that you guys should be practicing. We have the pronunciation practice 6 steps to success. Make sure you do all 6, and if you do, on Wednesday, you can tell me about it. Tell me about your TV show. I can't wait to hear. All right. You guys did great. If you guys want to keep chatting here, that's perfectly fine. Discord is completely free. Remember to make plans, and thank you everyone for coming. You guys were great. Before we leave, are there any questions that you would like me to answer at a high level? If there's any questions that you guys felt like you didn't quite answer well, just let me know and I'll give you some high level answers. Also, you guys can see here that I have student corrections. You guys can go through, watch the link again to see which ones were yours. I always have, if you guys are watching the live stream right now, I always have what you said and then how to fix it. So, for example, I went to a Scotland museum. I went to a Scottish museum. I went to a museum in Scotland. So what I heard is always first, and then underneath it is what you should say. Okay. Are there any questions you guys want me to answer? And this can be from anybody. I realize that it's late, so if you guys just want to go home and go to sleep now, I totally understand. And that was Uber. Any questions?
Michael, sorry, did you guys have the art class in school as well?
Is this a personal question or a question you want me to give a high-level answer?
I think it's a personal,
okay,
because
that's fine.
we were talking about like we all have the art class in our school, but actually we don't quite understand how can teachers say which one is better than the other student, because we feel art's supposed to be a little bit personal.
Yes.
It's not just black and white. So we're wondering, like, is that happening in your country as well?
Yeah, actually. I do remember taking art classes in like elementary school and middle school. I don't think I took any art classes in senior high school or college. But yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. A high level way to say that is, isn't art supposed to be subjective? How can an art teacher give me a grade? But at the same time, I would argue with you, Sarah, and I would say, yes, art is supposed to be subjective, but can't you sometimes tell if a piece of art is just a piece of crap? Like, haven't you done that before, where like you looked at a piece of art and you were like, that's ugly?
Yes.
So if that's true, then is art really subjective? Like, I totally understand what you're saying, Sarah. I am on your side. I would be really sad if my art teacher was like, Michael, your drawing sucks. You fail. So I do understand that. But yeah, that's a good question. And by the way, this is for everyone. These can be personal questions too. I am an open book. If you guys want to ask me anything about anything, I will answer it. Thanks, Sarah. That was a great question.
Thanks.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's the difference between detrimental and harmful? I cannot figure out.
They're very, very similar.
Yeah.
The only real, like, obviously there are some collocations that don't work. Like, I can't think of any right now because they're very close synonyms. The real big difference is detrimental is slightly higher level. Like, it's more academic. Harmful is lower level. But you're right, a lot of the collocations are the same. Like, eating pizza is detrimental. Detrimental to one's health. Is the same thing as saying eating pizza is harmful to one's health. Can you guys think of any other sentences with detrimental and harmful that don't work? And give me 1 second. While you guys are thinking, I'm going to ask an expert. Hey, are there any collocations you can think of where detrimental and harmful cannot be used synonymously? Detrimental to one's health, detrimental to the environment. Detrimental substances. Nope. Okay, I have one. So you can use them interchangeably with to the environment, to one's health, but you can't use it with crap. It was just there. Detrimental to, say it again. Harmful substances. Okay. You can say harmful substances, but you can't say detrimental substances. Okay. So it really is about collocations. The more you read, the more you will get an ear for English and realize what sounds right and what sounds wrong. But that was a really good question, ABCI. So mean to me, throwing these tough questions my way.
So I have another. I cannot decide what is the difference between another vocab.
Yeah, go ahead. Shoot.
Syllabus and curriculum.
Okay, this one I can definitely answer.
So I'm not meaning that.
Okay. So your curriculum is what you're learning. Your syllabus is more of like the overarching goals for a class. So this may be an American and British thing, but we usually in college we would have syllabus day, which is like when the teacher tells you what will happen in class. And a teacher will have a syllabus that they made for what they're teaching you. The curriculum is just what you are learning. So a good collocation would be according to today's curriculum, we will be learning about blah, 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 blah. So today's curriculum, ignore the terrible spelling, sorry, if you guys are watching the live stream. Yes. So think of a syllabus as a piece of paper. The curriculum is the stuff that you're learning in the class or the course. According to the syllabus, we have a test today. Yay, what a great example. Yes.
I'm not great. I hate tests. Just undergone some tests, and I'm so depressed about it.
I'm so sorry. Maybe this will make you happier. Teachers also don't like tests because they have to grade your tests. So every time you do a test, you're giving your teacher homework. So think of it as like payback.
Oh yeah.
Good question, ABC.
Definitely makes me. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Any more, guys? No? All right. You guys were great. Thank you so much for coming, and I hope I see all of you guys on Monday. Remember, Monday at 8, we are going to have the vocab day. I can't tell you from the schedule, but I hope you guys show up. And then don't forget, on Friday, there's Phil's speaking mock exam. Okay. Armin, do you have a question?
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
No? Okay. Great. Thank you guys so much for coming. Remember, make a plan, make some friends, and talk throughout the day. I look forward to seeing you guys all on Monday. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Michael.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.